So a lot of government offices were in this space. Ministry of Works, Ministry of Justice, and the Island Traffic Authority, all in one space here. This is devastation. This used to be a kindergarten.
And it seemed like it just lift up and
They just
move everything.
took the whole damn building and put it back there. Like I think that this storm surge was just different and probably won't happen again for another 50 to 100 years.
Okay.
These places would have been better served if we had a proper seawall.
Okay.
You know, just not here.
Yeah, I'm looking at all of this rubble and saying, where do you even start?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
And this is multiplied several hundred times throughout this town. Everybody in Black River right now is basically at the same point in their lives. Everybody would have lost almost all their clothes, right? And all their furniture. And even though people say you have life, so there's hope, it is not easy at all.
Kareem's Quest.
On today's Kareem's Quest, behind me is, was the courthouse for Black River, which was a historic landmark, right? And beside me is a historian, good, just by interest, as well as a Black River native all his life. Lloyd Linton, Wagwan.
I'm here. And not feeling so hot today because when I look at my town, it's heartrending. And the courthouse is special to me because a lot of people wouldn't even remember or know that. But my father worked here at the courthouse as the resident magistrate court's bailiff.
Wow.
And he had an office in an annex to this building.
Yeah?
And I'd come here a lot of days working with him, trying to practice his signature because I'm junior. So this place has memories, fond memories.
Wow.
No longer exists.
This tree, that's right here. What type of tree is this?
I'm not quite sure, Kareem. I don't want to lie. It looks like a ficus tree of some kind, but I'm not quite sure. But it's been here from as a child. And there was a sister tree over on the other side. There were a pair of trees, and that tree was lost during burial.
Oh.
This one, obviously, as you can see from the root structure, is a very, very strong tree, and this obviously withstood the might of Hurricane Melissa.
Wow.
Lost all its leaves, but it's still standing.
Still standing.
Courthouse isn't.
Now, do you think this courthouse will be rebuilt?
It would be nice if they did, but I wouldn't be surprised if, even if they did rebuild it, it would not be the same sort of structure as it was before. It would have to be reinforced, obviously, just in case we have another storm surge. But like I think that this storm surge was just different and probably won't happen again for another 50 to 100 years.
Okay then. Now, talk to me about this building. What would happen on a day-to-day basis at a courthouse like this?
Well, it's a resident magistrate's court, most of all. It's the judges would come in once a month and they would have the court upstairs.
Okay.
On the first floor, you had the offices, the court's offices, where people would come and say, boy, I want to take out a suit against so and so.
Okay.
And somebody would be there to advise them. And they also shared offices with the municipality, the parish council.
Yes.
On the other side of this building, on the right side.
Yes.
And this property is part of the whole municipality set of offices, administrative buildings. As you can see, we have a cat here. Yeah. And on the other side over there, on the same property, would be the Ministry of Works.
Okay, well, let's go over to the Ministry of Works.
Right.
Now, so it, needless to say, it's an extremely active space during the week.
Yes, normally this is an extremely active space. On this side here would have the planning office. Anybody who's wanting to build, ironically, would have to make sure that their plans were approved here.
Oh, really?
And what you may not know, but I clearly miss, is that there was a series of arches right here. You can just see the remnants of one bit of an arch here. you'd have to, it's just enough space for a car to come through.
Oh,
so
really?
there's 2 arches here. There's one here and one onto the other side. So that's gone.
Because you can see that it blew off a part of the building because there's the steps as well.
Yeah, there are steps to go up there. Yeah.
Oh
So
my.
in the back here would be the what I would call in my days the parish council, now the settlement municipality. They have a lot of offices here. That's the courthouse there, right? Or what was left of the courthouse.
So that's the courthouse.
And on this side over here would be the Ministry of Works, and also would have the depot, the examination depot. You want your card to be passed and all that stuff. It's just on the other side of this building.
Wow.
So a lot of government offices were in this space. Ministry of Works, Ministry of Justice, and the Island Traffic Authority, all in one space here. And as you can see, all damaged. Some of them not ever to be rebuilt. I don't think this courthouse, as you can see from the architecture, I don't think, I mean, behind this facade here, behind this, what looks like concrete, regular concrete, you can see is bricks.
Yes.
This is a very, very old building.
True.
You know, and I can't see them going through the trouble of relaying bricks and putting this building up. You know, a lot of these bricks would have come to Black River as ballast in the old sailing ships. Right? When they're coming down empty, they'd use brick for ballast.
Okay.
Right? And they use a lot of these bricks in the building of some of the structures here in Black River.
So, Lloyd, I mean, because of your seniority, you would still have a better judgment than I do. I'm seeing a lot of filing cabinets.
Yes.
What are going to happen to a lot of the documentations?
I have no idea. I myself lost a lot of documents. My driver's license, for example, is gone. But I would think that in St. Elizabeth here in Black River, that a lot of this stuff was also on computers. Now, whether the computers,
I hope so.
But it may very well be that with a 12-foot storm surge, even the computers were compromised.
Yes.
You know, the roof's gone. So
yeah, the roof is completely gone. Like let's look at even all of this right here. Like these roofs were gone because here what is happening. I'm looking at a lot of those folders up there.
Yes, planning folders.
Yeah, and I'm saying to myself, say, all right, those folders, you know, what if somebody needs a documentation to say, well, I guess somebody's saying, hey, I have proof that I built here or whatever.
I don't know, but there they are. As you can see, that's the building department.
Whoa.
You know, and a lot of these buildings are very old buildings. I knew my father's little office as a resident magistrate, bailiff, was over there in that little annex. You can see that's an old, very old building. Right? And look how ironic. Look at the sign there.
Yes,
disaster department.
What an irony.
What an irony.
Parking for the mayor.
Parking for the mayor.
Yes.
Right? So, you know.
And it just ravished all of these things.
Totally ravished.
Because even let's look at a van, a SUV over there.
Yes.
Right? It just pushed it back and carried it all the way up there.
Yes. Pushed it into the back there.
Wow.
Windscreen gone, everything gone.
Everything gone right there. So all of these people who would work here, where are they going now?
I am not sure, Kareem. I really am not sure. There's a new annex for the municipality on the other side here.
Okay.
I'm not sure how much damage that got. But they might be doing some temporary. But this is, as a matter of fact, you know, if the truth be told, the courthouse had been closed for refurbishing.
Really?
Yes. And I suspect that might be the reason why there was so much devastation here, because a lot of stuff, they were actually remodeling the courthouse. So that the circuit court judges and the people who were facing the court would be more comfortable, surroundings. Yes, that is where I grew up, in this little office here.
Yeah.
With my dad, yes.
You come after school.
Yes, come after school and sit there in that little office. Yes. See the arches that
yeah, these are, yes. And the arches on this side, they stayed. They stayed put.
And
as I said, this is layered behind all the paintings are bricks.
Are bricks. Yes, this is a very, very old building. And it's painful to see a building, a historic building like this, really smashed to smithereens. As you can see, this is one of the water trucks for the St. Elizabeth Municipal Corporation. And obviously survived. If you look here, Kareem, these are some of the new buildings that were built. They had a like a halfway house thingy here for
I was actually going to walk around to them,
for the indigent.
Let's just walk here, so. And this water truck helps to bring water to
communities that are not served by regular water supply.
Okay. Because how do you guys survive with no water?
It's damn difficult, to say the least. Black River has gotten back water in a lot of places. They're no longer having to truck water so much. But there's no electricity. And, you know, you're going to have a situation where the water supply is dependent on generators.
True.
And that could itself lead to problems over the next 4 or 5 months.
Wow. Wow.
But this is the municipal chamber here. And it looked as if it may have withstood a lot of the damage here. So some work could still be going on over here. Like I said, they'd put in a halfway house for the indigent and the homeless over here. But this is devastation. This used to be a kindergarten.
And it seemed like it just lift up and move
just
everything.
Took the whole damn building and put it back there.
Wow.
You know, these kids no longer have anywhere to go to school.
Yes, so I don't even know how are they going to get a proper education. Some of them have been so traumatized.
Well, you know, teachers have been putting together trying to get this a little makeshift school going. And we try. Life does not stop. It really can't stop. We just have to find ways of meeting the challenge.
Yes.
And as I stand here in front of the seawall, again I say that Black River, these places would have been better served if we had a proper seawall.
Okay.
You know, just not here.
Yeah, just not here, right?
Just not here.
Oh my goodness, man. This is one of the hardest things to,
it is. And just across from here would have been old Fisherman's Inn, owned by the late Dr. John Brown, the owner of the Treasure Beach Hotel. And that building has gone. And this was a heritage building. He was told in no uncertain terms that he could not modify the structure. Melissa didn't listen, obviously. So,
because they wanted to retain that heritage. Let us just take a quick look at the school. So this is one of the school buildings, and all you can see is the foundation of the building, right?
All you can see here is the foundation. This was one of the older buildings in Black River that have been converted into a kindergarten.
Okay.
Right? And the structure has just been removed, demolished.
Oh my gosh. So Monday morning, kids would have been just running up and
down in here. Yes.
Wow.
Classrooms and... Yep.
And
it's all gone.
There are no walls.
No walls.
No roof.
No roof. And all the partitions have gone, as you can see.
Yes. Every single partition gone.
Has gone. Yes, it's gone.
And let's look at those trees. Like, look at.
Yeah. These trees have probably been here all my life. You know? And they're gone now. You know, gongo trees are very long-lived, right?
Yes.
And these trees have probably been here for as long as I've been.
And it's uprooted all of them.
Uprooted them, and that's it. And they won't ever come back, because what happened here, where we are standing now, would have probably been covered by that wall of water. It's as simple as that. And it's salt water.
Yeah.
It's amazing that the almond tree is still trying to survive.
Wow. And it seemed like it survived.
Yes. The thing about the storm surge, you see, is that it didn't last for very long.
Yes.
Once the hurricane stopped, the water receded back out. It's not going to stay on land.
Okay.
It goes back to sea level.
Oh.
So that all that salt water would have gone back out fairly quickly.
Fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at all the rubble And I'm looking at the small chairs and
Yes.
the stationery.
Yes. For the kids.
Yeah, for all the kids. And I'm looking at the folding chairs. And
Yes.
here is a grill
Yes.
that was at the back.
Yes, that's
And
gone.
it just uprooted the grill.
Yes. See all the little swings and stuff for
Yes.
that the
So
kids.
let me just show you. Let me show you some of the rubble. And we're just going to show everybody some of the rubble now. Back here would be a play area for the kids.
Yes.
And
Well,
you see the little swings.
Yes.
Oh
But
my.
then all the little chairs as well.
All the little chairs and
These
little
were
tables.
washed out of the building.
Jeez.
You know,
Wow.
see all the tables and chairs.
Can you
everything.
imagine you coming back on, it happened on when, a Thursday?
Yes, and coming back and finding this.
Yes.
Well, it wouldn't. Nobody came back until probably the Sunday or the Monday.
Yes. Because I mean, Holland Bamboo, which you can watch my series on Holland Bamboo in terms of, you know, that was a major access point and that was blocked off. So nobody could get anything in or out of Black River.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this.
No, all of this rubble, all of this zinc, all of this board, it
Yes,
just
would have
pushed
come
it.
from this. Would have come from the school, and the storm surge would have washed it all into the back here.
So let me just show you way around the back right here. And what is challenging for most people is that,
What do you do with all this rubble? How do you remove it?
because in my video with Jake's Treasure Beach, and by the way, if you're watching this video thus far, please subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. All right. I mean, I love to share a lot of genuine Jamaican content with you and, you know, support the Jamaican community the best way you know how, especially for Lloyd. Lloyd you don't have your swamp operation anymore, right?
No, that's been obliterated. There's absolutely nothing left. All the boats, all the buildings,
So
gone.
let me tell you how Kareem's quest got to build a friendship with Lloyd. I purchased a package one time and did his swamp safari tour, and he was so informed and educated. We kept in contact, and every time I needed information on Black River, you know, in terms of why is Black River called Black River, you tell me about the base of the river
Yes.
that caused it to be black.
Yeah.
And he had explained so much to me, right? And, you know, he just kept informing me. So we stayed in touch over all the years. And that's basically the essence of what Kareem's quest is all about. It's about showcasing Jamaica people, culture, and places.
Making friendships.
Making friendships. So please subscribe to the channel. Please also share the content of the channel with anybody you think that, you know, will appreciate it for what it is.
I look at this Kareem, man.
You remember those days?
Look at this little chair.
Yes.
You know, some child used to sit in this. You know?
Wow. Some child was looking forward to coming to school on that Monday morning,
Yeah, and look at this.
right? They were making plans to talk to
Amazing.
their friends.
Yes.
They're making plans to do certain things, you know what I mean? And I'm looking at all of this rubble and saying, where do you even start?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
And this is multiplied several hundred times throughout this town. This town has really been decimated.
Mm-hmm.
I have only been back to my place, Kareem, 3 times in the last month, because every time I go there, I'm heartbroken. It's this 32 years of building something out of nothing. When I went there, it was just a swamp, right? And now it's right back. Nature's taking everything back. There's absolutely nothing over there. So
Wow.
it's all gone.
Wow. And you know, when you and I were talking prior to this visit, you know, you lamented and said, boy, Kareem, as a retiree, I don't have it in me to push that one more time.
Yes, that's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
How do you start again at you know, when you're 70 plus?
Yeah.
How do you do it? And you know, one of the things that makes you really go back into yourself and think now. We're looking out here. That sea in front of us is as calm as a mill pond.
Right. True.
Right? A month ago, this thing was tempestuous, to say the least. You know, and it wrought all this damage. I keep telling people that a lot of the damage that's done in these massive hurricanes is the storm surge, not necessarily the wind.
Gotcha.
What this storm surge takes out, the wind takes up and throws it away.
Yeah.
There are containers that were in one section of the town that were picked up by the storm surge like they were matches boxes, right? And sent several thousand feet north,
Yeah.
right? And that was not the wind. That was the storm surge.
Now, you are extremely educated as it pertains to a lot of the wildlife. How do you feel about the displacements, right, of crocodiles? Would that have been something that would have happened because of this hurricane?
Oh yes, yes. There people are sighting crocodiles now over in Turtle Beach in large amounts, and you're driving along Crane Road, let's say, and there are crocodiles. Don't forget, they're aquatic creatures. They live in the water, and they would have been taken up by the storm surge. They're ancient. I mean, they're like dinosaurs. They're not when they just get killed just like that. So they've been spread far and wide, and we still try to say to people, a crocodile is like a pit bull. Some people have no problems at all with pit bulls in their homes with their kids. I wouldn't put a crocodile with a child, but if you don't mess with a crocodile, it's not necessarily going to mess with you. So if you do see a crocodile that's in a place where you didn't expect to see it, call NEPA and have them remove it to a safe location, right? Because they're victims just like us. They didn't want to be placed where they are now, right? And a lot of them are just trying to find their way back to a body of water where they can feel safe, just like us, right?
Can't say it any better. Now, following us is a little cat, right?
Where is the cat?
Even the cat feels displaced.
Oh Lord,
Good?
look at that, yes.
Yeah, even
yes.
the cat feels displaced at a time like this
At a
because
time like this.
everybody's trying to, everybody's world has been turned upside down.
Turned upside down.
So I'm certain that that cat would have had a home and somebody would have been feeding that cat.
Yeah.
And I mean, it is just an allegory for everything that is happening right in Black River at this moment. Everybody's displaced one way or the other.
I would just like to say that there are a lot of people who will be watching this who don't live in St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland or Hanover or St. James. There are people like me who at some point in time people say we're well off, Everybody in Black River right now is basically at the same point in their lives. Everybody would have lost almost all their clothes, right? And all their furniture. And even though people say you have life, so there's hope, it is not easy at all. If you have no furniture, if you have no clothes, if you have no electricity,
Because even you were saying to me about Kareem, the food supply is low because it's not like people coming back around.
Yeah, it happens all over the world. We call it the 5-day or the 7-day wonder. A lot of people are now forgetting that this happened. Why? Because it didn't happen in their area. But thankfully, I am not ashamed to say it. I got lunch today from the World Central Kitchen people. And not necessarily because I couldn't or I wouldn't want to go and buy and make my own, but I have no kitchen. Right?
You barely had a roof the other day.
I barely had a roof. In fact, I had no roof at all. But one of the things that's hitting a lot of people here in Black River is the fact that we have no banks. We have no ATM. Even if somebody sends money from abroad, say to help, we have to drive from Black River all the way to Santa Cruz. It takes you sometimes 2 hours to make what is normally a 25-minute drive to get into Santa Cruz. So,
and then even a longer time at the line.
And even a longer time because there's 100 people in front of you. So this is dislocation at its worst. And it's not going to end because people have started to forget. This is going to keep happening to people here in Black River for the next 6 months and probably several years to come.
Because I've encouraged people who have reached out to me. I've told them, say, don't worry if you can't catch a first phase. There's a second, third, and a fourth phase.
Fourth phase is going to keep happening.
Yeah, so I mean, even if you're packing up your stuff, you really just want to make sure that, you're still helping out.
Yeah.
This was it for another beautiful Kareem's Quest. I mean, not the best and the ideal of circumstances, but Lloyd is still trying to keep up good spirits as best as he can. Please continue to support the page by subscribing and sharing the content. You can also visit my website, kareemsquest.com, if you want to find more news and more items about things that are happening in Jamaica. Cultural stuff, places to go, news items, what is happening, especially in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. So, as usual, I always say, you're always welcome to join the quest.
Sun setting on Kareem's quest.